All right, we're live. Tuesday night, live from Tampa, Florida. It's like 45 degrees here. Too cold for us. Yeah. Not seeing it yet.
See it on Facebook? Does it get the live? Yeah, okay.
All right, good. So we're live, Tampa, Florida. Tonight we are going to make some lamb chorizo empanadas. Now, last night, if you happened to watch the video, we made some lamb and chorizo tacos. And we made lamb and chorizo tacos last night, and we had some leftover meat. So we wanted to go ahead and use that leftover meat, modify it a little bit, and make like a pastry shell for it, and make them empanadas tonight. So Shauna's going to be doing that tonight. Hi, Libby. Glad to see you joined us there. So I think I will go ahead and turn it over to Shauna if you're ready. Or are you still sharing?
Gotta do it on the page.
Yep, she's still sharing, so just a minute. So kind of give you an idea of what we used last night. We had some ground lamb that we got from Walmart. And we got some chorizo, which I also got from Walmart. The ground lamb is about $5.99 a pound, so it's not terribly expensive. It's about the same price as ground turkey, so it's really not that bad. Hi, Allie. Good to see you. Okay, so we're making ground lamb and chorizo empanadas tonight. So I'll let Shauna take it from here.
First I'm going to do is put some butter in my pan. And that's for the onions and mushrooms. I like those in my empanadas. How are you guys doing tonight? Hey, Libby. Good to see you, girl. Hey, Allie. All right. Let's melt that butter on high heat. Get it going. Since that's melted, I'll throw my onions and mushrooms in. And if I screw up, I'm live. Oh, gosh. This is fun, though. I have to get out of my shell and cook on live TV. Yeah, or live Facebook. Glad it's not TV. It's just as bad. Alright, and throw the onions in. Had about a quarter of an onion. Because the meat from last night still had, it has onion in it when I cooked up the meat last night. And then about 4 or 5 mushrooms. And I'm going to cook that until they cook down. And that beep was just my oven getting up to temperature. Which I'll tell you about that in a minute. So how are you guys doing tonight? I'll show you. Kevin's really good at this. I've got my onions and mushrooms in there. Getting ready to cook them. Nova. Hey, girl. Nova. While the onions and mushrooms are going, I can see my Nova and my Zorro. I don't usually let them in the kitchen, and they know it. Nova's like, I'm not coming anymore. But tonight's special. I'll give you some cheese in a minute, guys. Audrey's on? Mm-hmm. Hey, Audrey. Nova's frozen. Just give me my cheese. You said if I came out of here, some cheese. Hang on, girl. Here you go. Be right back, guys. Her baby's skin first. Hey, Zora, come here. You want your cheese? Here you go. Oh, it's got my finger here. All right. Go lay down now. Go lay down.
I'm doing that.
Anyways, I'm making a fathead pizza dough for the crust of the empanadas. Right now I'm cooking the mushrooms and onions for inside the empanadas to go with the meat sauce. So once they cook down a little bit, I will add some cream cheese and a little bit of half and half. Usually I'd use heavy whipping cream, but we don't have any on hand tonight. So I'm going to use a little half and half to make my gravy sauce for the empanadas. A little salt, because everything gets salted. Okay, I'll play that over there.
Just making sure it's on.
Making sure I'm talking loud enough. All right, that's browning up. Right, finally cooking. All right. While that's cooking, while they're cooking, I'll go ahead and start the fathead pizza dough for the crust. Okay, it's 1.5 cups mozzarella. I'll show you that in just a second. Big old bag. Yeah, we go through this stuff, especially when we make this fathead pizza dough. And if you've never made the fathead pizza dough, it is very, very good. It really tastes like pizza crust. Just 1.5. 1.5. I already put the half in there. And then you take 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I've already cut it up in small chunks. And you just drop that in the bowl with the mozzarella. It's really simple.
That's it.
And stick it up in the microwave for 90 seconds. You go halfway through that, you go ahead and stir it. I'll stop it here in a minute.
Hi, Cherie.
Hey, Cherie. How are you? And Sharon?
Sharon, hello.
Hey, Sharon. Tell Kylie we said hi.
Yeah, the first time we saw this recipe using cream cheese, eggs, and mozzarella cheese, we had no idea this would come out so much like dough. It's pretty amazing.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, I show you while I'm stirring it. Not yet, but still gotta melt some. For halfway through, 90 seconds, you go ahead and stir it up. Mix it up a little bit. Putting it back in for the remainder amount of time. And add a little bit more. And when it comes out, it's just amazing. I can't believe how much it feels like dough too. You'll see as I'm making it. It's really good. Oh, I need a 1/3 cup of coconut flour in a minute. Take a 1/3 cup of coconut flour. We're going to add that in a minute.
Yes, and we like the coconut flour. Again, it's grain free. This pizza is. You can use almond flour or coconut flour, but we've been much happier with the coconut flour. It has maybe a slight sweet taste to it, but by the time you add other stuff to it, it masks it pretty well. The almond flour to us is really gritty. It just doesn't seem to work so well. Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, you got the family on tonight. That's great. All right. And you stir it until it's all mixed up really good. And that's the consistency that you want it. That's what makes it doughy. Amazingly enough. A little bit of mozzarella and a little bit of cream cheese.
Excellent.
Yep. I'll put the 2 beaten eggs in it and a 1/3 cup of coconut flour in a second.
Can everybody hear Shauna okay?
I'm soft-spoken, so
Yep.
I'm trying. He says I don't speak loud enough. Tell him otherwise, guys. I can be loud.
You can be loud when you need to, but not necessarily in front of the camera. That's a different channel.
Beat the eggs before you put them in there. Like I beat my husband. Pour it in there. And mix that up.
Thanks, Vanessa. Glad you can hear her.
Thank you, girlfriend. When you changing her name? You're a Van Dorn officially now. You've been a Van Dorn for years.
That is, Cherie, that is the going to be our dough for the empanadas, for the
Put the egg
pastry.
in. And then there's a third a cup coconut flour. Now, if you're making it with almond flour, it takes a lot more, and I don't like the taste of the almond flour, so we use the coconut flour.
And the coconut flour is very absorbent. So that doesn't look like it's enough flour,
But it will.
It will be, because it'll just absorb that and become very dough-like.
And eventually I'll have to stick my hands in there. Take my rings off.
Ah,
Highly recommend you take your rings off.
so in January you change your name. Okay.
All right.
But you can change it on Facebook.
Yeah. All right. And that's how it looks right now. Then you got to get your hands in there. Mix it up like dough. It is really amazing how dough-like that feels.
Do you need the cutter?
Huh? Nope, not yet.
I mean, later.
I will.
Huh.
Oh,
I can show you a tutorial maybe on how to change your name. It's not that hard. Just in the properties. It
Should be
definitely,
in settings,
yeah, it wouldn't
yeah.
change. It wouldn't necessarily change your name at the properties level, but it would change your display name. And then later you could probably change your actual name.
this time tomorrow night we'll have one more puppy. We got a rescue puppy coming. This puppy was left on the side of the road when she was pretty little with her litter mates. I applied online probably a month ago, finally got approval, and we get to meet her and bring her home tomorrow. I can't wait. Alright, there's your dough. And you take it and you put it on one of these silicone mats.
If you don't have a
Or a
silicone mat,
non-stick.
yeah,
Make sure you put it on something non-stick because it will stick.
yeah. If you don't have a
I learned
silicone
the
mat,
hard way.
you can do non-stick aluminum foil. Works pretty good. It's not expensive either. But these silicone mats are amazing. They work very well, and they can handle the heat great.
Will you stir my mushrooms real
Absolutely.
quick? I turned it down, but
Oh, it smells good.
okay.
Mm.
I forgot to put it. I'll put that in last. Anyways, I'm taking the dough now and I'm flattening it out because this pizza dough, if you don't flatten it out enough, it tastes very, very dry. It's very thick. So I like to flatten it really, really good before I cook it. Yeah, don't put that in there yet, though.
Just pick it up right over this way.
Can you get me one of those bowls?
Mhm.
Alright, I'm going to use this bowl. Make little circles in it because I don't have a cookie cutter that big. Right.
You don't want to see me anyway.
When you smell
All right. Hello. Here I am.
Yes, they do want to see you.
This is the Shauna show tonight. She's doing the cooking.
Not just Shauna. And yeah, you're going to get a little gooey, but it is so worth it in the end. I made little circles for the empanadas. Which I'm going to finish that too in a second. And I flattened them pretty flat. Like I said, it can be too thick. I've made fathead pizza dough a few times and learned the hard way.
Yeah. And we will post the recipe for this dough on our group as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple though.
It's definitely the most popular keto recipe out there.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've seen anyways. I haven't seen anybody complain about it.
Yeah, it's very versatile. So we use it for pizza. You can use it for pastries. We've made cinnamon rolls out of it. Everything else. It
Makes good cinnamon rolls.
does really good. And it's mostly cheese.
Yeah. There you go. 3 nice circles. I'm going to finish my...
We got a little
Sauce.
extra left over, so we'll make some pizzas with it or something later. Little mini pizzas.
I'm going to wash my hands, let Kevin entertain you for a second, and then I'll make the sauce, and I'll go through the steps with you.
Yeah. So again, we like this coconut flour for reasons the consistency is pretty close to regular flour, and it's also very inexpensive. So if you were to buy the same amount of almond flour, it's about $10. It's about $3 for coconut flour. So, and it doesn't have that nutty, it doesn't taste like nuts. It tastes pretty much bland like flour, which is what you're looking for.
All right.
Okay. So she's working on the gravy now for the empanadas.
Cream cheese.
Yep.
About 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Lots of chopped jalapenos. Very finely chopped.
Okay.
And some half and half. Probably about quarter cup. I never measure anything. I just kind of go as.
Eyeball it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go along with it. Wait until the cream cheese melts down and make some nice sauce. Actually, this is a good replacement gravy. When it's all done, it tastes a lot like gravy, and you don't have to add any thickener because the cream cheese is a good thickener by itself.
So yeah, this is absolutely gluten-free.
Who asked that?
I did. I just meant that step because you're not using flour for your gravy. It's just cream cheese and half and half.
Oh, that smells good.
Hello, Kristen. So we are making ground lamb and chorizo empanadas, and she's making the gravy right now. We made ground lamb and chorizo tacos last night, and the video is on our Facebook group page, so you can definitely do that. Definitely check that out because we went through all that process. And what we used for the taco shells was provolone cheese that we basically fried up in the pan and then folded over as tacos, and that worked really well. Got a nice crunch out of the taco bite, so it was good. All right, she's working on a gravy for the empanadas now. That's going to be mixed in with the meat that we had left over from last night.
Oh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this will turn out just fine.
And then
I'm going to go ahead and put the oven on 425 for the fathead pizza dough.
And that cooks pretty quickly, so essentially we'll cook it for, I think, 6 minutes.
Check it.
Check it.
Put a little butter on it.
Put a little butter on it, and then cook it for 6 more minutes, and it's done. So it doesn't take very long at all. But you want to make sure you're preheated.
Cheese. Yep. Yeah. And non-stick.
Yeah.
Non-stick. I put it straight on my pan once.
Couldn't get it off.
And I couldn't get it off. So just make sure you use something non-stick. And don't use just regular foil. It needs to be non-stick foil or the silicone mats. These things are a lifesaver.
And by the way, all of our videos are stored. We have a Facebook group called Keto Mojo Go Go. So this is where everything is being stored there. So you guys should check it out and join us. And we have a lot of resources there for recipes, but also food lists and
Look at that gravy.
Just lots of resources there that are great for the ketogenic diet. And by the way, so I've lost 55 pounds now since August. Shauna has lost 43 pounds since August.
Can't count the next one yet.
So
I'm losing by half a pound every few days.
Mm-hmm.
So
about a pound and a half a week. So
it goes up and down though, you know. Mm-hmm. Your body is weird.
Yeah, but it's going in the right direction.
Yeah. All right, I need the meat.
Right there. There's our leftover meat from last night.
I'm going to mix that with this gravy. You want to show them the gravy?
Yeah. Actually, I'll just bring it over here. That'll be easier.
All right. There's the gravy. And it is delicious. It really is.
Yeah, if you want your gravy a little creamier, just add a little bit more, half and half.
And if you want to use a thickener, you can. Mm-hmm. I suggest not doing flour because that's not on the keto list. But
yeah, but the cream cheese makes it so you don't even really need a thickener.
You don't need it. Mix that in with the meat.
It's ground lamb and chorizo and some onions that we had in from last night's dinner.
Those jalapenos. We love things spicy around here, so you can season it to your liking. You don't have to put as much in. You don't have to put any in. But if you don't, you're crazy.
We won't disown you if you don't like it spicy. Okay, maybe a little bit.
The Van Dorns usually like it spicy. I don't know about James. But we love it.
James is spicy enough by himself.
That's coming from his uncle. Or did Vanessa say that?
No, I said.
Oh, okay. She'd probably agree though. Oh, that's so good looking. As soon as that mixes up well, I'm going to put it in the shells and put them in the oven. And I'll show you the finished product because I'm magic. We played around earlier, so we cheated.
And we cooked too.
That's a different channel, Kevin,
oh, sorry.
Remember? Oh my gosh. Grab me a little, one of those white spoons so I could spoon it on there. I didn't bring all my tools over. Thank you, sir. All right.
Well, hi, Jocelyn.
My girl's on. Hi, babe. Give Andy a hug for us.
Yeah.
It's not easy losing a puppy.
All right, so she's scooping it on there. Hey, girl.
Sorry, Sharina's not on, but Joey's been sick today. So. Oops. Don't make a mess like I did. I always overstuff things, too.
Some good cheese, too.
I will. It's right there. Oh, that looks good.
What's this ooh stuff?
Who said ooh?
Jocelyn.
Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm going to get you, girl. I'll come out there and get you. Of course, you want me to. A little cheese. What was she saying ew to?
Probably because of what we talked about earlier.
Oh. Oh.
About we cooked, too.
Yeah, she don't want to hear that. None of them do. All right. Then you take them. Fold them over. The ones earlier didn't break like that. I made that one too thin. That's okay.
Work.
Yeah, just a second. Let me fold it over so it doesn't tear too much. Fold this one over. Alright. You take it and you kind trying to mash the edges so that it stays together.
I figured that's what it was.
What?
About the joke about playing around.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew you were coming.
Yeah, we sensed you coming, kid. Anyways, when you make these empanadas, Jossie, make sure you use something that's non-stick. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Yeah, if you've least
You
expensive
can go back and watch it.
is non-stick aluminum foil. These are nice silicone mats. They work great.
And they last forever. I've had them for a while now. Nothing sticks to them. That one's a little overfilled, but it'll be alright. I overfill everything. I'm just mashing down the edges with a fork. You know, kind of like a pie. I want it to stay closed. Alright, there they are. Overfilled empanadas. Don't overfill yours. And I'll show you. There. It's not quite preheated, but it's almost. Right.
And there's what they will look like when they're done.
I'll show you in a minute. I'll put them on a plate. Okay. Didn't hurt anything. Alright. Set my timer for 6 minutes. 6 minutes at first. And then you go back and you put a little butter on top. Make sure they're cooking alright. And it's 6 more minutes. Usually. I would keep it close eye on because it can burn. These look fan-freaking-tastic. I do say so myself.
All right, you want to cut one open?
Yes. See the insides, guys?
This one we forgot to put cheese in it, but it's okay. Still,
It has cream cheese. That's
yeah,
okay.
crispy and delicious.
Wow, it's very crispy. All right. Ooh, look at that steam. Mmm. Yum. There you go. You got an empanada. Up on the camera so I can show. Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah, they should have smell-o-vision. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Sean or Jocelyn, did you ever go with us to the Havana
ball.
Sandwich Shop in Atlanta? Because that's what kind of inspired these. These are just very much like those, and that's why we Mom put in the mushroom sauce to go with it, because that's a lot like theirs.
Mushroom and jalapeno.
Mushroom and jalapenos, yeah. So there we go. So now that's really about it. She's got them in the oven. She's gonna check them again in a few minutes.
6 minutes.
In 6 minutes to put some butter on them and then to put them back in, and then they'll come out looking like that.
And they're amazing. They're really good.
And like I
One
said,
bite.
we'll put the recipe for the fathead dough
Very hot.
in our group. We'll link it
That fathead
out of the
dough
comment.
is amazing. Really makes good stuff. And you can make biscuits out of it. You can make, I've seen people make pretzels out of it. I've seen people make cinnamon rolls, which I had to try. And they're fantastic. So you'll be amazed. Just try it once and I promise you'll love it. And it's a nice replacement and it's guilt-free. Fantastic stuff.
Awesome. Well, all right, so that's about all we got for tonight, guys. We appreciate you stopping by, and we'll
Thank
be
you,
doing this
guys.
quite often. So,
Love you, girl.
guys, take care.
Love you, everyone.